Alright, let's get right to it. When you hear the term generational wealth, what do you think of? Do you picture mansions, yachts, and families who have never had to work a day in their lives? I want you to stop right there. That is not the reality for most people, and it's not what we are talking about today. Generational wealth, in its simplest, most powerful form, is about creating financial assets that can be passed down from you to your children and then to their children. It's about building a foundation of financial security so strong that it supports not just your life, but the lives of those who come after you. It is the opposite of living paycheck to paycheck. It is living with a plan for the future. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't plant a sapling today and expect to sit under its full shady canopy tomorrow. No. You plant it, you water it, you protect it from storms, and you nurture it. Over many years that tree grows strong and tall, providing shade, fruit, and shelter for your children and even your grandchildren. That has to stop, and it can stop with you. You have the power to be the one who changes your family's financial destiny forever. This isn't a fantasy, this is a tangible goal that you can start working toward today, right now. Let's be very clear about something. The pursuit of generational wealth is not a selfish act. In fact, it is one of the most selfless things you can possibly do. When you focus on building a strong financial future, you are creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own lifetime. You are fundamentally changing the starting line for your children and their children. Think about the struggles you have faced, worrying about rent, stressing over an unexpected car repair, feeling the dread of student loan payments. Now, imagine a future where your children and grandchildren have a safety net that protects them from those same anxieties, allowing them to pursue their dreams with confidence. This is bigger than just your immediate family too. When families within a community become financially secure, the entire community is lifted up. Strong families build strong neighborhoods. When people aren't trapped in survival mode, they have time, energy, and resources to contribute in other ways. Ultimately, building generational wealth is about breaking cycles. Breaking the cycle of poverty. Breaking the cycle of debt. That is a legacy worth fighting for. Now we get to the how. The very first step, the one you must master before all others, is simple. You must pay yourself first. I have been saying this for decades, and I will say it until I can't speak anymore. Before you pay your rent, before you pay your credit card bill, before you buy groceries, you must take a portion of your income and put it away for your future. This is not a suggestion. This is a non-negotiable rule of financial wellness. Most people do it backwards. They pay all their bills, spend what they want, and then hope there's something left to save. That is a recipe for failure. You need to make saving automatic. Every single time you get paid, a set amount of money should be transferred directly from your checking account into a dedicated savings or investment account. Set it up with your bank or your employer and let it happen like clockwork. I want you to open a high-yield savings account today, right now. Once you have mastered the art of paying yourself first and have built up a solid emergency fund, at least 8 to 12 months of living expenses, no exceptions, it's time to take the next crucial step. You must make your money start working for you. Just letting your savings sit in a regular bank account is a losing game. Why? Because of a little thing called inflation. If your money isn't growing faster, it's losing purchasing power. This is where investing comes in. Now I know that word scares a lot of you. Stop it. The simplest and most proven way is investing in low-cost index funds. These funds let you own a tiny piece of hundreds or even thousands of the biggest companies. Over time, the stock market has consistently gone up. The strategy is to invest a set amount every single month and harnesses compound interest. It is the most powerful wealth-building force on the planet. You must open a Roth IRA. There is a truth that has stood the test of time. They are not making any more land. Owning real estate is one of the most foundational pillars of building long-term, generational wealth. When you pay rent, you are building your landlord's wealth. When you own your own home, every single mortgage payment is like putting money into a forced savings account. A portion of that payment goes toward paying down your loan. That builds your equity, your ownership stake in the property. Over the long term, real estate has historically appreciated in value. While saving diligently and investing wisely are the bedrock of financial security, there is another powerful lever you can pull: starting a business. There is a limit to how much you can save, but there is no limit to how much you can earn. You can start small. A side hustle is the perfect way to test a business idea with minimal risk. Are you great at graphic design? Offer your services online. Do you love to bake? Start selling your creations at a local farmer's market. Even better, it can become a true family enterprise that can be passed down from one generation to the next. So, we've talked about the what and the how, but let's end by focusing on the why. What is the real tangible outcome of all this hard work and discipline? The advantages of creating generational wealth are profound, and they are about so much more than just money. The greatest benefit is security. It is the peace of mind that comes from knowing your children and grandchildren have a foundation to stand on. It means they won't have to start their adult lives burdened by student loans or credit card debt. This security, in turn, creates opportunity. When a person is not constantly worried about basic survival, their mind is free to dream, create, innovate. Generational wealth allows your descendants to pursue higher education at the best institutions, to travel and broaden their horizons. Furthermore, it reduces the burden of stress and anxiety that plagues so many families. It allows family members to focus on what truly matters, their relationships with one another. In the end, building generational wealth is the ultimate act of love. You leave behind a legacy of strength, opportunity, and freedom that will echo for generations.